When I was buying at Jianbing, the city patrol came to chase the vendors away. The stall owner shoved her daughter into my arms. Wait for me. Just then, I saw a string of live comments. Even though the villainess looks like a mess right now, she's going to be claimed by her wealthy family soon. She's the abducted eldest daughter of the BI family. Once the villainess returns to her family, she equally repays every single person who ever helped her. Even a random dog got to live in a mega mansion. And most importantly, she offers 50 million to find a dad for her daughter. My eyes lit up. I hugged the vendor's daughter and planted a loud kiss on her cheek. Baby, don't you think I look exactly like your daddy? A new Jianbing stand opened downstairs for my company. The owner was a woman, about 170 cm tall. She had long legs and a super energetic vibe. By the third time I slacked off work to buy her Jianbing, she already remembered me. No green onions, extra spicy. Add an egg and a sausage. Right. Yep, that's right. As she spoke, she looked right at me. Her eyes gave off such a soft, gentle light. This pure wife material energy made me want to completely ruin her. I scooted a little closer. I leaned in and asked, "Do you do deliveries?" To be honest, I sneak out of the office these past few times. My boss has already caught on. She tilted her head, looked at me, and agreed instantly. I can do that. My eyes lit up. I quickly whipped out my phone. Let's add each other on WeChat then. Sure. I'm Fang Yuan. Bai Ningbing. Just then, from the canopy of her tricycle, came a warm, soft little voice. Mommy. I froze and stared at the canopy in disbelief. The curtain was lifted by a chubby little hand, revealing a tiny toddler with cheeks flushed from sleep. She opened her arms. Mommy, hug. Bai Ningbing scooped her out of the tricycle with one arm. It was such a flex of core strength. She carefully wiped the sweat off the little dumpling's forehead and expertly swapped out her sweat towel. Then she turned back to me. Sorry, please wait a moment. This whole display almost made me drop my phone on the ground. She is absolute top-tier wife material. Right at that moment, the city patrol arrived. The surrounding vendors instantly packed up and fled. Bai Ningbing frowned. She turned and shoved the kid into my arms. Wait for me. I caught the kid purely on reflex. Watching Bai Ningbing pack up her stall with lightning speed, her tricycle turned a corner and vanished without a trace. The bustling sidewalk was suddenly dead quiet. The kid in my arms obediently hugged my neck. Don't be scared, mister. Mommy will come back. Okay. Suddenly, a wave of live comments flooded my vision. Are you telling me this woman fleeing in a battered tricycle is the future ultimate villainess, who can make the whole capital tremble with a stomp of her foot? Even though Bai Ningbing looks like a mess right now, she's going to be claimed by her wealthy family soon. She's the abducted eldest daughter of the Bai family after all. Once she returns to her family, she equally repays every single person who ever helped her. Even a random dog got to live in a mega mansion. And, most importantly, she offers 50 million to find a dad for her daughter. 50 million. My eyes lit up. Where's your daddy? The kid blinked her big dark eyes. So innocent and pure. It's just me and mommy. I don't know where daddy is. My heart ached, and I held her tighter. I put on my best gentle voice to coax her. Baby, don't you think I look exactly like your daddy? 5 minutes later, the kid had already spilled all her family secrets to me. Daddy, my name is Bai Xiaobao. I'm 3.5 years old. I'm already in kindergarten. Mommy and I live in the Nangxi district. The house belongs to the landlord lady. The landlord lady also has a little white dog. It likes me a lot. The money mommy makes is all on a green card. She hides it under the cabinet. She said she's gonna buy us a big house someday. Bai Xiaobao was practically dancing in my arms. Her face couldn't hide her excitement. At the same time, I learned from the live comments that I was inside a trashy web novel. I was just a random NPC, but that didn't matter. I didn't care. I only cared about that 50 million. Forget being the villainess's daughter's stepdad. I'd gladly be the villainess's dog for that kind of cash. Daddy, are you listening? I snapped back to reality. I'm listening. I'm listening. Daddy, are you really going to be Xiaobao's daddy? Wild. Suddenly remembering something, Bai Xiaobao looked a bit sad. But mommy has no money. Our family is very, very poor. People say that, besides having a pretty face, mommy is completely useless. And there are a lot of rich bad guys looking for mommy. Mommy has already moved us twice. Little teardrops hung on Bai Xiaobao's face. I quickly wiped them away and promised her, I genuinely like you, and I genuinely want to be your daddy. I'm not like those bad guys. Xiaobao, trust me, okay? As soon as the words left my mouth, Bai Xiaobao yelled out in her crisp voice, Mommy, listen! This mister likes you. You should marry him. I want a daddy. I heard footsteps right behind me. I didn't even need to turn around to know who it was. Instant cringe. I wanted the ground to swallow me whole. Damn it. Bai Xiaobao. The live comments were dying of laughter too. LMAO, this is too funny. This NPC is in his 20s. How is he getting played by a 3.5-year-old? What bad intentions could our Xiaobao have? She just wants someone else to love her mommy. After all, Bai Ningbing. Bai Ningbing really has it rough. Abducted as a kid, bullied her whole life, escaped as an adult, living in crushing poverty, and taking care of a 3-year-old. She desperately needs a warm guy to save her broken soul. 50 million to me. I'm willing. No. The 50 million is mine. I clenched my jaw, stamped my foot, and spun around. Bai Ningbing reached out and took Bai Xiaobao. Her voice was calm and steady. Stop messing around. The mister is just teasing you. I took a deep breath and went all in. I wasn't teasing her. Bai Ningbing. It was love at first sight for me. I really like you. I looked at Bai Ningbing with absolute sincerity. My hands gripped the sides of my clothes tightly. Bai Ningbing paused. Her gentle expression stiffened slightly. After a long moment she let out a slow breath. Mr. Xi Fang. Like Xiaobao just said. I don't have money and I don't have a real job. People even come to my house to cause trouble. The comments started explaining again. When Bai Ningbing was backed into a corner in the past, she worked at an underground casino. Not saying she did anything bad, but she offended a lot of people. So now, for Xiaobao's sake, she just wants to return to a normal life. It's really hard for her. If Bai Ningbing wanted to reject Fang Yuan, one word would be enough. Why would she lay out all her baggage for him? She's basically screaming, quick, say you don't mind. Quick, say you like me. Choose me without hesitation. People who grew up deprived of love are just like this. When someone shows affection, their first instinct is to push them away. Then they doubt them, and if the person leaves, they regret it. So emotionally twisted, Fang Yuan, go forcefully kiss her right now. Tell her she's the heiress of the Bei family. She'll have unlimited glory in the future. As long as she doesn't go against the male lead, she'll steadily inherit the Bei family, sitting on hundreds of billions in assets. Forcefully kiss her? On the street? But those hundreds of billions? I immediately stepped forward with resolve. I have a stable job. I make 7,000 a month. I'll support you and Xiaobao. Bai Ningbing's pupils shrank in shock. She seemed to even hold her breath. Fang Yuan, are you serious? We've only met 3 times. We haven't even really. Bai Ningbing's words cut off abruptly because I whipped out my ID card. Want to get married? Right now. I took half the day off. When Bai Ningbing and I walked out of the Civil Affairs Bureau, the marriage certificate was already in my hand. Come on, let's take a photo to show off. Even though it was super sudden, I was thrilled. With the certificate, I had a guarantee. This way, when Bai Ningbing returns to the Bai family, even if she wants a divorce, I'll get a huge payout. Bai Ningbing didn't react much. She just let me pose her hands into a heart shape. She played along, and we took a couple of shots. Daddy, don't forget me. Me too. Bai Xiaobao jumped up and down excitedly. I picked her up. Come here, come here. Let's take a family photo of the 3 of us. I held my phone high and told Bai Ningbing to look at the camera. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Oh yeah. Bai Xiaobao planted a loud kiss on my cheek. The photo was captured perfectly. Bai Ningbing had a faint smile on her face too, after posting it to my WeChat moments. I looked at Bai Ningbing. The apartment I rent has 2 bedrooms. Why don't you and Xiaobao move in with me? It's close to my company. Commuting will be easy. Bai Ningbing didn't refuse. She just nodded. I'll go back and pack this afternoon. Then I'll head back to work first. Back at the office, my coworkers instantly surrounded me. What's going on? You take half a day off and come back married. What does your wife look like? Let me see. Let me see. With a grand wave of my hand, I pulled out the photo we just took. Not gonna lie, Bai Ningbing's looks could rival a list celebrities. Otherwise, Xiao Bao wouldn't have said that there were a ton of rich bad guys after Bai Ningbing. They definitely wanted her as their sugar baby. Holy crap, she's gorgeous. Fang Yuan, you really scored. Eating this good, huh? Does she have any sisters you can introduce us to? Is that kid your daughter? I openly admitted it. Yep, my daughter. Just as I said that. Someone called out from outside. Fang Yuan, someone's here for you. I turned around to see Bai Ningbing walking in, holding Xiao Bao's hand. She stood there, elegant and graceful, with a perfect hourglass figure. Even a simple white sundress on her looked incredibly classy. Bai Xiaobao looked absolutely adorable. The moment she walked in, a wave of squeals erupted. The mother-daughter duo completely stole the show. I hurried over. What's wrong? Didn't we just part ways? Bai Ningbing's lips curled into a smile. She opened her palm in front of me. You forgot your glasses. When we were taking our marriage certificate photo, I took off my glasses to look better. Bai Ningbing held them for me, and then I completely forgot about them. Just for this. Did you really have to come all the way up here for this? Bai Xiaobao chimed in with her crisp voice. Daddy, what time do you get off work? Mommy and I are gonna pick you up. I rubbed her little head. At 6:30, Bai Ningbing reached out and ruffled my hair too. Her voice was deep and gentle. Then, I'll come pick you up. For some reason my face burned hot. Luckily, Bai Ningbing quickly pulled her hand back. The live comments were like, El Mayo, dying. 1 second, Bai Ningbing didn't care about getting the certificate. The next second, she can't wait to bring the kid to mark her territory. Using the glasses as an excuse, if he hadn't forgotten them, would she have shown up holding a giant bean instead? Ha 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 ha, when Fang Yuan proudly claimed her as his daughter. Did you see the look in her eyes? That smirk! She was secretly loving it. Lucky bastard, you struck absolute gold with Bai Ningbing. Bai Ningbing is moving in tonight. Do you guys think they'll smash? Oh, they will. I'm a premium member. I know. Reading these comments was making my thoughts run wild too. Even my face started feeling hot. I finally made it to the end of my shift. My mind was still debating how I should act around Bai Ningbing tonight, but my legs were already sprinting downstairs on their own. Coming out of the main doors, I immediately spotted Bai Ningbing. She was playing with Bai Xiaobao in the plaza. Bai Xiaobao saw me first and yelled, Daddy! Bai Ningbing turned her head, her hair fluttering in the wind. Her eyes curved into a smile as she scooped up Xiaobao and walked toward me. The wind blew Xiaobao's fluffy hair all over the place. She was kicking and cheering happily in Bai Ningbing's arms. Bai Ningbing wasn't bothered at all. Her steps were steady and unhurried. She looked effortlessly cool. When she was about a meter away from me, she suddenly reached out her hand. That's when I noticed. She was holding a stick of tangulu in her left hand. The wind carried her gentle, soothing voice to my ears. Have a tangulu first. Dinner is ready at home. Bai Xiaobao chirped. Daddy, this tangulu is super yummy. It's crispy and sweet, not sour at all. Mommy bought 2. I got 1. I even shared 2 pieces of mine with Mommy. Mommy said it was sweet too. Bai Ningbing looked at me. Her eyes were brimming with a gentle, warm smile. Looking at this scene, my heart suddenly felt so full. The corners of my mouth curled up involuntarily. I took the tangulu and unwrapped it. The haws were huge. I let out an exaggerated gasp. Bai Xiaobao copied me, with an overly dramatic and adorable expression. Bai Ningbing chuckled. Let's go home. We walked forward side by side. The evening breeze was a bit chilly, but the tangulu was incredibly sweet. After taking a bite, I offered it to Bai Xiaobao to share. Bai Xiaobao's eyes instantly lit up. She took a huge bite with a roar, but couldn't quite pull it off. Her 2 tiny hands grabbed onto my hand, and after finally tearing a piece off, she suddenly pulled me and pushed me toward Bai Ningbing, mumbling with her mouth full, "Eat together." Bai Ningbing glanced at me first. I voluntarily held the tangulu up to her lips. Bai Ningbing finally took a bite, the smile reaching her eyes. The big, round, candied haws made all 3 of our cheeks puff out. Nobody said a word, but the vibe was so warm and harmonious. The live comments were flying by. Oh my god, If this isn't a family of 3, what is? This is way too wholesome. I can't even imagine if I got off work and had such a gentle, beautiful wife and a precious kid coming to pick me up. I'd be the happiest boy in the world. Seriously, grinding at my trash job all day. I deserve a gentle, considerate wife like this. Keeping the house perfectly organized, taking flawless care of the kid, having dinner ready, filling my stomach, and then satisfying me. God, just thinking about a life like that sounds amazing. Honestly, I was feeling pretty damn good about it too, especially since Bai Nangbing had specifically changed her outfit. I couldn't resist sneaking a few peeks out of the corner of my eye. Whoa, Daddy, did the wind give you a fever? Your face is so red. Bai Xiaobao's voice was childish and completely innocent. I violently choked and started coughing. Bai Xiaobao instantly panicked. Daddy, I'm fine. Bai Nangbing patted my back and softly scolded, Kiddo, don't talk nonsense. Don't get so worked up. I froze midway through a cough. Suddenly, I had this feeling that my dirty thoughts had been completely seen through. Extreme embarrassment. In a total panic, I spotted a liquor store by the road. I'm gonna go buy some alcohol to celebrate getting our certificate today. Wait here for me. I practically sprinted into the store and took a moment to compose myself. I don't usually drink much. On the clerk's recommendation, I bought 2 bottles of low alcohol, sweet wine. When I came back out, Bai Nangbing and Bai Xiaobao were obediently waiting for me. Let's go. Back then, to make commuting easier, I rented a place right nearby. It was just a short walk home. As soon as we got home, the first thing I saw was right at the entryway. There was a new 7-inch framed photo on the shoe cabinet. It was neatly framed. It was the family photo we took today. I thought it looked nice at the time, so I sent it to Bai Nangbing. I didn't expect her to actually print it out. Looking down, 1 big pair, 1 small pair of cartoon slippers. They were placed neatly right next to my slippers. Walking further inside, on the TV cabinet, there were many cute children's toys and decorations. The living room and sofa were clean and perfectly organized. The floor was so shiny you could use it as a mirror. Out on the balcony were the clothes I didn't have time to wash yesterday, and 2 more items. Bai Xiaobao's clothes and the white t-shirt Bai Nangbing wore this morning. I looked around the room. In a home that used to belong only to me, many unfamiliar items had been added, yet it didn't feel out of place at all. Instead, every corner radiated warmth. Bai Nangbing stood behind me with a calm expression, but there was a hint of anxiety in her eyes. Xiaobao and I unpacked our things in the guest room. She doesn't sleep in her own bed yet. The unspoken meaning was that they wouldn't disturb me. I'll cover the rent, utilities, and living expenses from now on. Although I don't have a formal job right now, I still have some savings. Don't worry. As she spoke, Bai Nangbing transferred tens of thousands to me, and she stuffed a bank card into my hand. This bank card isn't tied to my phone. There's some money in it. Spend it however you want. Your job is more stable. From now on, just save your salary and spend my money. I was absolutely dumbfounded. She's already surrendering her paycheck to me. Wash your hands, and let's eat. Don't feel pressured. Bai Nangbing rubbed my head, her tone incredibly soft. We're a family now. Bai Xiaobao immediately hugged my leg. We're a family. My nose suddenly stung a little. Suddenly, it felt like someone finally had my back. Unable to control myself, I hugged Bai Nangbing, my arms tightly wrapped around her slender waist. Bai Nangbing, let's build a good life together. We'll work hard and make money. Things are definitely going to get better and better. The live comments said to not let her go against the male lead. I had already memorized that. Bai Nangbing patted my back. Her voice was very low. Seeing us hugging. Bai Xiaobao covered her eyes. Shame, shame. Then she dashed off to the bathroom to wash her hands. I hurriedly let go of Bai Nangbing. I'm gonna go wash my hands too. I also scrambled into the bathroom. Bai Xiaobao looked at me, surprised and super excited. Daddy, you're the best. I paused. Why do you say that? Because you like mommy. I froze. I suddenly remembered Bai Nangbing's tragic past. My heart ached for her. Outside, Bai Nangbing had already gone to the kitchen to bring out the food. Delicious aromas drifted over from the dining room. Bai Nangbing called out loudly, "Time to eat." Bai Xiaobao was the first to charge out. "Coming, mommy." I followed, right behind her. Seeing the feast on the table, perfect in color, aroma, and taste, my stomach instantly started growling. When I lived alone, I rarely cooked. 1. I was lazy. 2. My cooking skills were average at best. If I spent ages cooking, I'd be too exhausted to eat anyway. It smells incredible. Bai Ningbing, you're amazing. I sat down eagerly. Bai Xiaobao leaned her little head over, begging for praise. I helped mommy too. I planted a kiss on her cheek, putting on a high-pitched voice. Our Xiaobao is super amazing too. Bai Ningbing sat across from us, watching us with a smile. Eat up, or it'll get cold. After dinner, Bai Ningbing played with Bai Xiaobao for a bit, letting their food digest before coaxing her to sleep. Meanwhile, I opened the wine I bought and took a sip. I wasn't used to the taste, so I mixed in some soda. Mixed with the soda, the wine tasted way better. Without realizing it, I drank a few glasses myself. Seeing Bai Ningbing come out of the guest room, I quickly called her over. Xiao Bao was here earlier, so I didn't bring this out. I poured Bai Ningbing a glass. Let's celebrate. Cheers. Bai Ningbing took the glass I handed her. She sat across from me. I scat and patted the stool right next to me. Bai Ningbing looked helpless, but came over and sat down. I rested my chin on my hand and admired her side profile. Bai Ningbing, has anyone ever told you that you are stunningly beautiful? Bai Ningbing turned her head to meet my gaze. I leaned in closer. Do you have a lot of people chasing you? Bai Ningbing paused. She paused, then shook her head. No, how could that be? Bai Ningbing nodded. No, I was busy hustling for money during school and working during the holidays, so I had no time to entertain anyone else. After having Xiao Bao, most of my time was spent on her. Plus, I was too poor. No one would look twice at me. I immediately caught the loophole. Since you didn't have time to date, then how did you have Xiao Bao? Don't tell me it was a hookup just to scratch an itch. Is she from that? Bai Ningbing flicked my forehead. Ouch. I covered my forehead. I didn't even say anything yet. That's not it either. Bai Ningbing poured herself a glass of unmixed wine and downed it in one gulp. Xiao Bao isn't my biological daughter. I adopted her. Maybe because I had a rough childhood. I really wanted to raise a kid. She didn't look at me as she spoke. She lowered her eyes, staring at her glass, looking a bit lonely. I understood what she meant. When people grow up, the first child they raise is actually themselves. Everything she never got, she was making up for it through Bai Xiaobao. My heart suddenly ached. I opened my arms and hugged Bai Ningbing, patting her head. I'll take care of you and Xiaobao from now on. I mean, it. I felt Bai Ningbing's body tense up. I patted her back to comfort her. Then I heard her say, Fang Yuan, I'm not a kid. I looked up, resting my chin on her shoulder. So what if you're not a kid? It's not like I can only raise kids. I grinned. I can raise Bai Ningbing too. Whether it's Big Bai Ningbing or Little Bai Ningbing. Bai Ningbing turned her head to look at me. Her downcast eyelashes fluttered slightly. This movement closed the distance between us. Even our breaths seemed to mingle. My whole body suddenly felt hot. Fang Yuan, you're drunk. I didn't pay attention to what she said. All my focus was drawn to those slightly parted, thin lips. Because of the wine, they looked so moist. I really wanted to take a bite. The moment that thought popped in my head, my body was already acting on it. I leaned forward and accurately captured Bai Ningbing's lips. They were just as soft and warm as I imagined. The quiet space and the dim warm light infinitely amplified the tension of this moment. Bai Ningbing suddenly wrapped her arms around my waist and deepened the kiss. Her kiss was nothing like her usual persona. It was fierce, scorching, and suffocating. When she grabbed my waist and pulled me onto her lap, I finally got a chance to catch my breath. But then an even more passionate kiss followed. Like a drowning man finally finding driftwood, I clung to her tightly. If we couldn't be saved together, then we'd perish together. And maybe I really was drunk. I wrapped my arms around Bai Ningbing's neck. Even breathing was difficult. But I responded to her with intense passion. Finally, due to lack of oxygen and the alcohol, I passed out in Bai Ningbing's arms. Sensing the person in her arms had passed out, Bai Ningbing barely managed to claw back some reason. She forced herself to hold back. She looked at Fang Yuan's flushed face, breathing heavily. Beads of sweat dripped from her forehead. The corners of her eyes were red. Fang Yuan, you provoked me yourself. You can't back out now. Bai Ningbing's voice was hoarse, and her tone was intensely possessive. She pulled Fang Yuan up and carried him to the master bedroom. She wrung out a wet towel and knelt by the bed. She gently and carefully wiped his face and neck. When her fingers brushed against his collarbone, she retracted her gaze like she'd been shocked, but she couldn't help staring at the sleeping Fang Yuan. In Bai Ningbing's eyes, lust and restraint intertwined in a painful tug-of-war. Finally, she tilted her head back and let out a heavy sigh. Just this once. Okay. Bai Ningbing leaned down and kissed Fang Yuan's forehead. Then she pulled up the blanket and tucked him in tightly. She turned her back to Fang Yuan, her spine slowly arched, her shoulders trembling with excitement. The light in the master bedroom stayed on for a long time. Bai Ningbing looked at the person on the bed, out of the corner of her eye. A deeply satisfied smirk curled her lips. Fang Yuan. This whisper was practically a gasp. The live comments were exploding. Too bad, Fang Yuan fell asleep, and couldn't see how unhinged she looked. Bai Ningbing is acting totally crazy. Isn't her character supposed to be a gentle wife? Why is she giving off major dark yandere vibes? I went back to read the synopsis. She's not a wife material, she's a dark yandere. The gentle wife thing is just her disguise. Holy shit, we all got completely played. I knew it, someone with such stable emotions, and a gentle personality. How could she possibly become the ultimate villainess? Someone who grew up in that kind of environment could never be purely good and innocent. Damn, we've all been fooled. Fang Yuan got scammed the hardest. Looking at Bai Ningbing like this, did she actually like Fang Yuan from the start? Otherwise, one lives in the Nangxi district, and the other works in the Nanbai district. Did Bai Ningbing purposely set up her stall there? Congrats to the commenter above, you nailed it. God, what did I miss? I'm gonna go back and reread everything word for word. When I woke up the next day, my memories of last night were completely intact. I stared blankly at the ceiling. Shame and panic instantly washed over me. I wanted to scream, but I was afraid Bai Ningbing and Xiao Bao would hear. I could only wrap myself in the blanket and roll around on the bed. It wasn't until my alarm went off for the third time that I forced myself up to get ready for work. I took a deep breath and consoled myself. It's fine. We have a marriage certificate. It's totally legal. Don't be nervous. I fixed my hair a bit and went out to wash up. Just as I opened the master bedroom door, Bai Ningbing was coming back from outside. Our eyes met in midair. The intense battle from last night suddenly flooded my mind. I remembered nervously grabbing her arm, so hard it turned red. Just as I was about to retreat in panic, Bai Ningbing spoke up while changing her shoes. I've already made breakfast. I had just dropped Yua Bao off at kindergarten. Wash up and eat. I'll drop you off at work later, okay? I instinctively glanced at the guest room. The door was wide open. Bai Xiaobao wasn't there. But last night, I don't think did we? I wasn't entirely sure. I was drunk. In my moment of daze, Bai Ningbing walked over. Looking a bit helpless, she pulled me away from the door and led me to the bathroom. Be good, wash your face, and brush your teeth. She ran the warm water and squeezed the toothpaste for me. Then, she left without lingering, probably knowing I was nervous and shy. She gave me some space. After dawdling for a while, it was almost time for work. I could only push my embarrassment to the back of my mind. I quickly washed my face and brushed my teeth. When I came out, a simple, delicious breakfast was on the table. I sat down and started eating right away. But one thing was still on my mind. Why didn't Yao Bao go to kindergarten yesterday? Bai Ningbing looked at me. Her voice was calm. She got into a little fight with another kid. She didn't want to go, so I gave her 2 days off. What kind of fight? The kid learned some bad words online and swore at her, so she beat him up. I was shocked and asked by reflex, what words? Bai Ningbing paused before saying, he called her a bastard. With no dad, my throat instantly tightened. I even stopped eating. No wonder Bai Xiaobao was so happy yesterday. I get off work early today. I'll go pick her up. Gratitude showed in Bai Ningbing's eyes, and she smiled gently. Thank you. After breakfast, I rushed to the company. Bai Ningbing dropped me off downstairs. She asked me, do you want me to make lunch and bring it to you? Wouldn't that be too much trouble for you? Bai Ningbing smiled and shook her head. It's no trouble. I don't really have a job right now anyway. I'm not busy. Alright then, I have to say, Bai Ningbing's cooking skills are absolutely top tier. I am heading in. I waved at Bai Ningbing, turned around and got into the elevator. After clocking in, I sat at my desk and started slacking off. I secretly opened Weibo. My notifications were at 99. After reading them, I started drafting a new post. Besides grinding at this trash job, I'm also a small content creator. I use simple comic strips to record funny daily moments. Sometimes I take sponsorships to earn some extra cash. I haven't had much inspiration lately. My followers have been begging for updates. Honestly, Bai Ningbing is perfect material for this. Bai Xiaobao gets off school at 4:30. I finished my work and left early. Bai Ningbing was still waiting for me downstairs. I wanted to go home and change before picking up Xiaobao, but she said there was no time. Sorry, I didn't tell you earlier. Xiaobao's kindergarten is a bit far from here. We have to take a cab. That's fine, let's go. I knew they used to live in the Nangxi district, and my company is in the Nanbai district. But I didn't expect it to be that far. It takes half an hour by cab. Transferring kindergartens isn't too hard. I'll look into schools around our area these next few days. We should transfer Bai Xiaobao over. That way it'll be easier for Bai Ningbing to pick her up every day. When we arrived at the kindergarten, Bai Xiaobao was just getting out of class. The gate was packed with parents waiting for their kids. I quickly got in line. Bai Xiaobao was standing at the very front. She originally looked a bit sluggish, but when she saw me, she suddenly got super excited. She pointed at me. Daddy, it's my daddy. Daddy, are you here to pick me up? Her voice was so loud. She looked like she wanted to just charge over. The teacher held her back, and I waved at her. I shouted back, Daddy's here, earning an even more excited squeal from Bai Xiaobao. Then, she turned to look at a kid behind her to the right. She gave a loud huff and said, My daddy is here. Finally, it was my turn. Bai Xiaobao launched herself at me like a little cannonball. I half-squatted and caught her securely. Daddy, she cried with a little sob. My heart completely melted as I scooped her up. I didn't rush to leave. Teacher, about our Xiaobao. How was she in kindergarten today? She wasn't causing trouble, right? The teacher's eyes softened. Xiaobao was super well behaved. She ate and napped all by herself. She even won a bunch of stickers playing games. When she came to kindergarten today, she was so excited to tell me her mommy got married, and that she has a super handsome daddy now. Xiaobao looked up from my arms. Her eyes were slightly teary, but she looked incredibly happy. Bye-bye, teacher. Bye, Xiaobao. I carried Xiaobao out. Bai Ningbing was waiting for us behind. Her gaze was unbelievably gentle. Mommy. She rubbed Bai Xiaobao's little head. Get down and walk. Bai Xiaobao giggled and wiggled out of my arms. Then she grabbed my hand with one hand, and Bai Ningbing's with the other, and we headed home. Once we got home, Bai Xiaobao clung to me, chatting about all the fun stuff at kindergarten. She recounted everything from her first day all the way to today. Seeing it was getting late, Bai Ningbing went to the kitchen to cook. After talking for ages, Bai Xiaobao suddenly asked, Daddy, do you think I'm too noisy? I planted a big kiss on her cheek. Of course not. Our Xiaobao is the absolute best, bravest kid ever. Daddy could never get tired of listening to you. Bai Xiaobao immediately tackled me in a hug, jumping up and down with excitement. After playing with her for a bit, I wanted to go to the kitchen to help Bai Ningbing, but she said, I can handle it alone. Go play. If you have work to catch up on, just explain it to Xiaobao. You don't have to accommodate her so much. I shook my head. Then Xiaobao and I will cook with you. Xiaobao, come here. Coming. Xiaobao zoomed over, holding her toy airplane. The kitchen wasn't big. With the three of us squeezed inside, it was totally packed. Watching this scene, the hand Bai Ningbing used to chop veggies trembled slightly. She thought about the two things she regretted least. First, adopting Bai Xiaobao. Second, getting that certificate. Peaceful, ordinary days like this passed by one after another. At the end of the month, I found a good kindergarten. Just as I was about to tell Bai Ningbing, she beat me to it. She told me she planned to transfer Xiaobao here from the old district. Does this count as great minds thinking alike? Bai Ningbing nodded. It does. After Bai Xiaobao transferred over, picking her up in the afternoons became way easier for me. She really was an incredibly good and sensible kid. She rarely threw tantrums. Danmu, our Xiaobao is seriously an angel baby. She's like a gift sent from heaven for Bai Ningbing, giving Bai Ningbing hope and a reason to stick around. Our Xiaobao is a kid who's seen some real stuff. Okay, think about it. Since she was 1, she's been tagging along with Bai Ningbing in underground casinos. If someone hadn't broken the rules and tried to hurt Xiaobao, Bai Ningbing wouldn't have realized they couldn't keep living like that, and finally cut all ties with the casino. You can only say they are each other's salvation. It's fine. It's fine. Bai Ningbing is finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Looking at the timeline, the Bai family is about to send people to find her. Is the Bai family about to bring Bai Ningbing back? I felt a subtle thrill of excitement in my heart, but also an inexplicable sense of worry. During this period, Bai Ningbing would wake up 2 hours early every day. She'd make breakfast, drop Xiaobao off at kindergarten, and then come back to wake me up for work. At first, she just called me from the door. Gradually, she started coming right to my bedside. From pinching my cheeks in the beginning, to now softly kissing my forehead, I was getting more and more used to her intimacy and enjoying her efforts. I had a big teddy bear in my room that had a tear-leaking stuffing. I had left it sitting on the bay window for ages, yet one day, before bed, I suddenly realized its belly had been sewn up perfectly. The stitching was soft and flawless. It even smelled like fresh laundry detergent. I don't know exactly when it started, but I hadn't washed my own clothes or cooked in forever. Even when I felt too lazy to wash my hair and didn't want to move, Bai Ningbing would bring a small stool, have me sit in the bathroom, wash my hair for me, and then blow dry it. When her warm, dry fingers ran through my hair, it seriously made my heart race. Also, every weekend, she would spend time in the kitchen, making cute and delicious desserts. She never asked what I liked to eat, but every dish on the table, every dessert she made, was exactly my favorite flavor. I was becoming more and more dependent on her. So, for some reason, I started worrying. After she gets taken back by the Bai family, after she meets more outstanding people, or even after she meets the male lead, would she? Just then, Bai Ningbing finished coaxing Xiaobao to sleep. She came out of the guest room. Bai Ningbing, I called out to her. She walked over and sat down right on my lap. I wrapped my arms around her neck. Hesitating, I asked, if you become super rich in the future. She cut me off. I'll give it all to you. Bai Ningbing kissed my cheek. Fang Yuan, don't worry about those things. Look at how I treat you now. I'll only treat you even better in the future. Then can you promise to always listen to me? Bai Ningbing smiled sweetly. I promise. I'll absolutely listen to you. Then I suddenly stuttered. I what? I turned my head away. My voice as quiet as a mosquito. Then do you like me? Bai Ningbing leaned her ear close. What? I didn't hear you clearly. I bit my lip and repeated, then do you like me? Before I even heard Bai Ningbing's answer, I saw the live comments flood in. She likes you so much she's hopelessly obsessed. You have no idea what she does every night. Oh gosh. Even, I'm blushing just saying it. Fang Yuan. Oh Fang Yuan. I hate that you're such a heavy sleeper. Guess why your lips sometimes hurt, and your hands are sore when you wake up? Oh, Bai Ningbing, you absolute simp. Just thinking about Bai Ningbing kneeling by Fang Yuan's bed, carefully kissing him, while completely unable to control herself, cracks me up. Miss Villainous, don't act so pathetic. Can't be helped. Fang Yuan loves her wife material vibe. She has no choice but to keep acting. The tightening grip around my waist brought me back. I looked at Bai Ningbing in shock. The next second, her lips crashed onto mine, fierce and intense, like she wanted to devour me whole. Bai Ningbing's voice trembled slightly, her scorching breath brushing against my ear. Do you like me? Fang Yuan. I tilted my head back, and after catching my breath, I answered her firmly, I like you. A lot. I've liked you since the very first time we met. Bai Ningbing abruptly tightened her arms around me. Her tone was filled with pure joy and devotion. Fang Yuan, me too. I like you too. Another fiery kiss ignited. I scooped Bai Ningbing up and walked toward the master bedroom. As I laid her down on the bed, I remembered something and gently pushed her back. Bai Ningbing stopped all her movements instantly. Her eyes were practically dripping with lust. Fang Yuan, are you scared? She kissed the corner of my mouth. It's okay. Next time. I interrupted her. Bai Ningbing, what exactly did you do to me while I was asleep? I seriously didn't feel a thing. Just occasionally waking up and noticing the room smelled really good. Thinking about it now, you did that to cover up the scent, didn't you? Bai Ningbing's pupils shook. I was deliberately scaring her. There were a few times I actually woke up. Bai Ningbing instantly panicked. Fang Yuan, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I pressed a finger to her lips, not really getting why. She was so nervous. I don't hate it. Really? She asked, sounding unsure. You really don't hate me for it? I nodded, but I want to see for myself, can I? Bai Ningbing's breathing hitched. Of course, you can. She sat up and took off her top, then knelt on the bed. Fang Yuan. Bai Ningbing repeated the same thing she did before. Yet she obediently awaited my commands. I reached my hand out to her. Come here. Luckily, the next day was the weekend. I slept in until the sun was high in the sky. Bai Ningbing had taken Xiao Bao downstairs for a walk. I could see them from my bed. Just as I was about to call out to Xiao Bao, I saw people walking toward them from a distance, dressed in sharp suits, looking incredibly intimidating. Those were the people from the Bai family. Suddenly, Bai Ningbing looked up in my direction. When she saw me, she pulled out her phone and sent me a text. I need to go handle something. Xiao Bao will head back up by herself in a bit again. Don't worry. Then, she crouched down and said something to Xiao Bao. Xiao Bao obediently nodded and started walking back alone. I couldn't help but worry, so I went out to meet her. When I got downstairs, Xiao Bao's eyes were sparkling. Daddy. Those people just now said they're Mommy's family. Mommy has a mommy and daddy too. I held her hand. Let's wait until we get home first. For 3 whole days, Bai Ningbing didn't come back. She sent me a message, saying sorry for making me look after Xiao Bao these past few days. You can ask for leave from the kindergarten and wait for me to get back. I could guess. She was probably dealing with the family reunion stuff. After all, the Bai family is incredibly wealthy. I was feeling a mix of excitement and anxiety, because I had been bringing Bai Xiao Bao to the office for work. She was super well behaved, no crying or fussing. But there were still people who disliked her, like my direct supervisor Ji Boda. He always hated employees who clocked in exactly on time and left exactly on the dot. Unfortunately, that was me. But since I always got my work done, he could only make passive-aggressive comments. He couldn't actually do anything to me. But this time, he finally found an excuse to nail me. Just the fact that I brought Xiao Bao to the office. He nagged me about it no less than 3 times. This is a company, not a kindergarten. If everyone brought their kids to work, what kind of circus would this place be? Then he slammed a file onto my desk. Handle this, I need it by tomorrow. This was basically forcing me to work overtime. He clearly knew I wanted to get off early to take my kid home. I gritted my teeth, genuinely wanting to tear Ji Boda apart. And today, when I went to hand in the file, he barely glanced at it before slamming it on the desk. His face was dark. Fang Yuan, you got divorced, right? I took a deep breath. No. Your daughter has been hanging around the office for 3 days now. Your performance lately has been less than ideal too. Look at this file. It's a complete mess. Fang Yuan, you need to reflect on yourself. Reflect on what? Bai Xiao Bao is so well behaved. She sits in one spot all day. No crying, no fussing. Even going to the bathroom or eating a piece of bread, she tiptoes around, terrified of disturbing anyone's work. It broke my heart and made me feel so helpless. She would even comfort me instead, saying she was happy just being with me. I also felt bad about it, so I worked twice as hard. Reflect? Reflect my ass. With Bai Ningbing not coming home, I was already in a bad mood. In a fit of rage, the words, I quit, were right on my lips. Reflect on what? Suddenly, a familiar voice rang out from the door. I spun around instantly. I saw the door pushed open. Bai Ningbing's eyes were dark and intense. Her aura was overpowering. Just one look from her struck fear into people's hearts, making them want to submit. An assistant ran over and whispered to Ji Boda. That's the newly found eldest daughter of the Bai family. She's also Fang Yuan's wife. CEO Zhao had to drink for days just to barely establish a connection with the Bai family and negotiate a project. They haven't even signed the contract yet. Ji Boda's face instantly dropped. Fan Yuan Hain, Bai Ningbing had already walked up to me and intertwined her fingers with mine. I'm late. I let you suffer. I didn't feel wronged originally, but hearing her say that, my nose suddenly stung. I fiercely complained. He bullied me. Bai Ningbing's icy gaze swept over, carrying a crushing pressure. Ji Boda scrambled to his feet. Misunderstanding. It's all a misunderstanding. Right then, Bai Xiaobao came back from the restroom. Seeing that Bai Ningbing had arrived, she burst into loud sobs. Mommy! She ran over and hugged Bai Ningbing's leg, crying her eyes out, snot and all. Mommy, this bad Mr. Bully Daddy, he calls Daddy into his office to scold him every day, just because I'm eating his food in his company. Wah, Mommy, Daddy and I are so pitiful. That's a bit of an exaggeration, right? Bai Xiaobao, look at me. I turned to Bai Ningbing. Wifey, I don't want to work anymore. I want to quit. Bai Ningbing's body stiffened for a moment. Then she wrapped her arm around my waist and scooped Bai Xiaobao up with her other arm. Right then, CEO Zhao arrived, fashionably late. Miss Bai. Bai Ningbing looked at him coldly. Your company's temple is too grand. My husband doesn't deserve the honor of working here. Then, ignoring CEO Zhao's attempts to make us stay, she took Xiaobao and me and left under the gaze of all the employees. I could faintly hear the chaos behind us. CEO Zhao was chewing Ji Boda out completely. Are you deaf to the news? Is your brain broken too? Why did you have to target Fan Yuan? Was the kid he brought hurting you? Lately, tons of people have complained to me about your unreasonable overtime demands. Ji Boda, pack up your things and get out. Haha. That felt so good. The live comments were loving it too. I'm trash. I just love this hero saving the beauty trope. Bai Ningbing just unleashed her full boss aura. Good thing her status is different now. If it were in the past, she would have just beat that trash boss until he was looking for his teeth on the floor. Fan Yuan's hardships are finally over. When is it my turn for my hardships to be over? Gotta go, my idiot boss is making me work overtime. Bai Ningbing has returned to the Bai family. She's bound to run into the male lead. The business war with the male lead is about to start. The root of it all is because she wanted to steal the male lead to be Bai Xiaobao's dad. But I'm still here. Let's go. I'll take you to see our new home. Bai Ningbing brought us to the front of a villa. Bai Xiaobao and I both gasped in awe. Bai Xiaobao grabbed Bai Ningbing's hand and showered it with kisses. Mommy, I love you the most. I also grabbed Bai Ningbing's other hand and acted cute. Wifey, you're so amazing. Then I grabbed Bai Xiaobao. Hurry, let's go check out our new home. The two of us sprinted inside, leaving Bai Ningbing outside. Bai Ningbing wasn't annoyed. She just followed us with a smile. Behind her, a few bodyguards stood guard at the door. Once inside the villa, a row of maids and a butler were waiting for us. Sir, little miss. The setup was seriously impressive. Bai Ningbing walked over. From now on, whatever you need, just tell the butler. Here's a new card. When you're bored, go buy some things, go shopping. I might be a bit busy these next few days. Once I'm done handling things, I'll have time to spend with you, okay? I took the card, grinning from ear to ear. Okay. You can't have your cake and eat it too. I get it. After dinner, once we coaxed Bai Xiaobao to sleep, the moment I stepped into the room, Bai Ningbing pinned me against the door. Her voice was husky. Fan Yuan, what did you call me today? I felt a bit shy. Wifey, Bai Ningbing couldn't hide the excitement in her eyes. My clothes ended up torn to shreds. In the end, even crying and begging for mercy didn't work. When I woke up the next day, Bai Ningbing had already left. I asked the butler how the Bai family was treating Bai Ningbing. The butler smiled. Don't worry, sir. The old master is very fond of the eldest Miss Mess. He originally wanted the eldest Miss Mess to bring you and the little miss to the main estate to meet everyone. But the eldest miss was worried you guys wouldn't be comfortable, so she declined. I nodded, and didn't say anything more. The next day, after dropping Bai Xiaobao off at kindergarten, I called a friend to go shopping with me. On a whim, I decided to check how much money was on Bai Ningbing's card. First, I checked her old card. I didn't expect much, but the number shocked me. That card had 52 million on it. Wait, she calls this poor? I've worked for 2.5 years and only saved up 200. Then I checked the other card, 14 million. This must be what the BI family gave Bai Ningbing. I got the feeling Bai Ningbing had some secrets she hadn't confessed. I decided to ask her about it next time. But, for now, it's time to shop. In the past, the watches I couldn't afford to buy. Buy the shoes I like. Buy the toys Bai Xiaobao wanted. Buy clothes that looked like they'd suit Bai Ningbing. Buy. In short, this shopping trip felt incredibly good. I even had bodyguards walking behind me, carrying the bags. Eventually, they genuinely couldn't hold anymore. They cautiously suggested, "Sir, should we ask the store owner to deliver these to the house?" Only then did I realize I bought way too much, and it was getting late. Let's go home. When I got home, the butler had just brought Bai Xiaobao back from kindergarten. Oh shoot, I had too much fun shopping and totally forgot. I went over and hugged Bai Xiaobao. Sorry, Xiaobao. Daddy forgot to pick you up. Bai Xiaobao shook her head. It's okay. Daddy, Mr. Butler told me. Did you have fun shopping? So much fun. Look what I bought for you. I pulled out the toys and clothes I bought for her. She jumped up and down with joy. Behind us, the butler had a loving look on his face. He recorded a video and sent it straight to the Bai family's group chat. Butler, sir went shopping today. He bought a lot of things for the little miss and eldest miss here. Bai Ningbing's mom complained in the chat. What kind of off-brand stuff is he buying? When is Ningbing going to bring him over? I need to elevate his taste. Followed by a transfer of 52 million. Bai Ningbing's grandpa, however, was overjoyed. This is my great-granddaughter. Ayo, look at that little face, that little body. She's too precious. Bai Ningbing's dad chimed in it. Even though Bai Ningbing just got back, she needs to step up and take responsibility now. Hurry up and take over the Bai family business. I want to go see my precious grandbaby, Bai Ningbing's grandma added. When are they coming over, so everyone can see them, eh? It's about time the house got a little livelier. Bai Ningbing's brother. Wait for me to get back to the country. Wait for me. The butler stayed silent, purely acting as the cameraman. The next time I went shopping, I found out the card's balance hadn't dropped much. I had to argue about it. Later that night, I had just coaxed Bai Xiaobao to sleep when I got a call from Bai Ningbing. Bai Ningbing, hello. On the other end of the line, Bai Ningbing didn't say a word. A wave of worry washed over me. Bai Ningbing, what's wrong? Where are you? Do you need me to come find you? Bai Ningbing's voice was a bit hoarse. She paused for a moment and let out a breath. Fang Yuan, I am coming home tomorrow. I missed you so much. Xiaobao and I will be waiting for you at home. I walked out to the balcony, chattering away about the things that happened these past few days. Bai Ningbing listened quietly, occasionally giving a response. Bai Ningbing, your mom added me on WeChat yesterday. She said my taste in fashion is bad. At first, I thought she'd be one of those evil, wealthy mothers-in-law. I was even worried. But then she directly wired me a few million. She told me to spend more and buy more things so I'd learn what suits me, and so I'd know how to style myself in the future. But honestly, I think my taste is pretty good. Since she gave me money, I didn't argue with her. Ha ha. Bai Ningbing chuckled softly. Just do whatever you want. You don't need to worry about anyone else. Oh, right. I discovered something else too. The butler and your parents have a group chat. He takes videos of Xiaobao's and my daily life and sends them to the group. At first, I wasn't too happy about it. But after seeing how your family replied, I'm not mad anymore. Bai Ningbing, they only like me and Xiaobao because they actually love you. Bai Ningbing was silent for a moment before answering. I know. I'm so lucky. And so grateful. Bai Ningbing, where are you right now? Over the past few days, I had realized that the stuff Bai Ningbing was busy with had nothing to do with the Bai family. The Bai family was also waiting for her to return. Plus, she clearly had money on her cards. But she hardly ever used it. My gut told me it had something to do with that underground casino. I'm in the suburb. In the apartment I used to rent. Not the Nangxi district, but the suburbs. The place she lived in when she first joined the underground casino. The messy rental apartment barely had any stuff in it. The only source of light was coming from Bai Ningbing's phone screen. She was slumped on the floor, leaning against the bed frame, covered in bruises and cuts. What she had been dealing with these past few days was the unsettled scores from the casino. Bai Ningbing entered the underground casino at 18, from a total nobody to an undefeated fighter. The more people bet on her, the more money she made, and the more injuries she suffered. She gradually gained the power to choose, but it also got harder and harder to get out. The connections and rivalries were deeply tangled. She was completely dragged into it. Once, during a ring fight, after her opponent lost, he secretly targeted the 1.5-year-old Xiao Bao. That incident terrified Bai Ningbing, and it wasn't the first time something like this happened, nor would it be the last. It's just that the target of their revenge used to be her, and now it had shifted to Bai Xiaobao. That night, Bai Ningbing sat in dead silence for a long time, and finally decided to give up this fast cash, but deadly line of work. But right before that, she had just agreed to join a certain boss's faction. It was a choice she made after weighing all her options. Because she backed out, she made a fierce enemy of that boss. And because her contract with the casino hadn't expired, she had to spend more than half her savings to break out, just to barely scrape together a sliver of a peaceful life. But there were still people harassing her, begging her to come out of retirement. Some even lusted after her looks, and wanted her as a sugar baby. Left with no choice, Bai Ningbing had to move twice with Izao Bao. But this time, the one who came looking for her was that boss. The mercenary he hired had returned from abroad. Bai Ningbing, you were the one who begged me to give you a chance, and in the end you're the one who flaked on me, costing me hundreds of millions, and turning me into a total laughingstock. The boss gritted his teeth in pure rage. Bai Ningbing's expression was dead calm. What do you want? Fight him. Finish this one match, and I'll let you go. This was a debt she owed, after all. Not to mention, she had found her family now. All this messed up baggage needed to stay buried in the past. In the end, Bai Ningbing nodded. Standing in the ring after so long, her blood started boiling once again. But this time, she wasn't fighting for anyone else. She was fighting for herself. She wanted to return to the Bai family with a totally clean slate. She wanted to love Fang, Yuan, and Xiao Bao without any baggage. In the end, using a savage, mutual destruction fighting style, she won the match. She stayed in the hospital for a few days. After being discharged, she went back to that dingy rental apartment. For the very last time, her phone pinged. The blogger she followed had posted an update. It was those lively, expressive comic strips. The art style was as cute and wholesome as ever. Today's post was a family portrait. The first drawing only had 3 people, Fang Yuan, Xiao Bao, and her. But the second drawing had 8 people. It included her parents, her brother, and her grandparents. The caption was just a few simple words. Love me, love my. Bai Ningbing's tears instantly spilled over, slumping onto the floor. Her heart felt incredibly soft, yet suffocatingly tight. She had been following this blogger for years. His words and drawings were always full of hope and warmth. As someone living in the gutters, she craved that sunlight the most. When exactly did she realize Fang Yuan was this blogger? It was back when he came to Jianbing for the very first time. In his daily posts, he posted a photo wearing his new pink crystal bracelet. Bai Ningbing recognized it at first glance, but she wasn't completely sure. So, she deliberately set up her stall there for a few more days. And soon enough, Jianbing appeared in the blogger's updates. Thank God he had an ulterior motive. Bai Ningbing was no fool. She could see right through it. For her completely barren life, to have something he actually desired was her ultimate luck. Later on, she appeared in the blogger's updates. And so did Bai Xiaobao. That was the first time she tangibly felt that words could carry so much power, giving her the courage to face her complete mess of a life. Finally, Bai Ningbing dialed Fang Yuan's number. Her very first words were, "I missed you so much." In the near pitch-black room, the only light was the faint glow of the screen. Emotionally broken, Bai Ningbing listened to Fang Yuan's voice. Looking at the daily life he had recorded, it was so soft, so incredibly warm, making her tears crash down onto the screen. He didn't know anything at all, but his words had already pulled her out of the abyss. She truly deeply loved him so much. I'm coming to find you. I sensed something was off with Bai Nangbing's tone. I didn't hang up the phone. I told the butler to take good care of Xiao Bao, and I drove straight to the suburbs. When I pushed open that tightly shut door, the first thing I saw was a battered, shattered Bai Nangbing. My heart stung in pain. Bai Nangbing, what happened? I walked over and crouched in front of her, at a total loss. Bai Nangbing was crying, but her eyes were smiling. Her overflowing affection wrapped around me tightly. Fang Yuan, I love you. I didn't know what had happened to her. But right then, I just wanted to hold her, and so I did. Bai Nangbing hugged me back, burying her face into the side of my neck. Fang Yuan, Fang Yuan, she called my name over and over, and I answered her every single time. But Bai Nangbing's tears just wouldn't stop. I cupped her face and gently kissed her cheeks. Can you tell me what happened? Her gaze was incredibly sincere, without any resistance. Word for word, she told me everything that had happened over the past few days. Fang Yuan, I'm actually not as good as you think. I am not gentle. My emotions aren't stable either. I'm paranoid, obsessive, and toxic, and greedy. I didn't dare let you know. You like that version of me, and I can keep pretending to be her. I pressed my finger to her lip, and gently shook my head. I love you no matter how you are. It's okay now, Bai Nangbing. It's all in the past. Bai Nangbing nodded. It's all in the past. I leaned down and kissed those cool, stoic lips. Kissing and kissing. Our breaths mingling. I straddled Bai Nangbing's lap. Fang Yuan. It's dirty here. I looked at her. To the car, then. I missed you, Bai Nangbing. The moment I spoke, I couldn't make another sound. My lips were tightly sealed off. The cramped space inside the car cranked up the sexual tension in the air to the max. We were like tireless machines, tangled up in utter passion. The Bai family hosted a grand homecoming banquet for Bai Nangbing. At the banquet, the original male and female leads showed up arm in arm. Danmu, I don't think Bai Nangbing would go that far. At the very least, okay. She's not even sparing a glance at the male lead. Nice, nice, nice. I can rest easy now. But I was still feeling a bit uneasy. Seeing that my expression wasn't great, Bai Nangbing instantly got nervous. What's wrong? Are you feeling unwell somewhere? I blurted out. Are you going to find another daddy for Xiao Bao? Bai Nangbing froze, not registering it for a second. What? Bai Xiao Bao wailed first. I don't want anyone else to be my daddy. Mommy, you're not allowed to find anyone else. I already have my daddy. Bai Nangbing looked at the two of us, exasperated and speechless. I won't. I absolutely won't. Bai Xiao Bao stood firmly on my side. Don't worry, daddy. I only recognize you as my daddy. If mommy finds someone else, we won't want her anymore. I nodded. We won't want her anymore. Little did I know, that sentence would become a disaster for me tonight. When Bai Nangbing pinned me to the bed, her expression was insecure and obsessive. Fang Yuan, are you going to abandon me? I only love you. Why don't you ever believe me? Fang Yuan, please don't abandon me. As she spoke, she increased her force, making me totally unable to speak. My money, my body, I'm giving it all to you. Please don't abandon me. This was the first time I had ever seen her crazy Yandere side like this. I didn't hate it at all. I only felt my heart ache for her. I reached out, wrapped my arms around her neck, panting heavily. Right. I'm not abandoning you. I want you. Bai Nangbing's eyes instantly lit up. Okay, you want me. How does this woman only hear what she wants to hear? In the very end, I was practically passing out. In a daze, I heard Bai Nangbing's near psychotic obsession. Fang Yuan, I love you. So much. I mumbled in response. I love you too. Good night.